Alright everybody, in this video what we're going to be doing is reviewing a scan tool from MuCar. Now I've been trying to scan tool out for a couple weeks and I am pretty impressed with it, but it has some drawbacks. Now for me personally, this would be more of a DIY scan tool than onto a professional level scan tool just because of its capabilities. But that doesn't mean it's not a powerful scan tool. All right. It does do emo. It does bidirectional controls. But one of the main drawbacks is that it's only a 4 system scan tool. So what I mean by 4 system is that it does engine, transmission, ABS, and SRS. 4 system. Okay. So it has its drawbacks if you're going to be going on to a professional level, but I can tell you right now, for what it can do, it does it very well, and it's on par with some of the higher end scan tools with some of its capabilities. So let's get into this quick review. So the scan tool in question is the MuCar 632. A little bit of information about this scan tool. It uses the same type of software as you would see on Launch and TopDon. So if you're familiar with those tools, you can get by using this tool very, very quick. What I like is that it's tactile, but there's also buttons on the side, which if you don't want to get the screen all dirty with greasy fingers, well, you can just come over and press the buttons. Okay, so let's power it up. Okay, drawbacks on this tool for me personally is one, the cord. I'm more of a Bluetooth person, but if you don't care about cords, then that's not really a huge drawback. I prefer the Bluetooth because they only give you what, a 3-foot cord, give or take. Yeah, about 3 feet. So which on some vehicles, especially like my F-150, it's not going to be able to reach out to the hood if I want to take and try diagnose the engine. You could always take and just purchase a cable extension from the OBD2 to make this to a 20-foot cord, but you want to know what? That's going to be up to the user at that point. So what we have right here is the MuCar 632 powered up. Now this has lifetime updates. That's going to be one of the main things, lifetime updates. So you don't have to pay for updates on this tool. The second thing is that it does do CAN-FD, which is great for the newer vehicles because there's a lot of scan tools that are out on the market that cannot do CAN-FD. So that's going to be a great plus for this tool. And it also has the ability to actually have auto authority. So if you're into Dodge and Chrysler, well, you can actually use this tool to get into the auto authority in order to be able to get access to gateway, so you can actually take and diagnose Dodge Chrysler vehicles. So that's some of the pluses. The battery life on this, I'm not going to say it's great. All right, it could be a little bit better, but as soon as you plug it up to the OBD2 port, it does start charging. So even if the battery goes dead, it's not really going to take and deter you from working on the vehicles. Okay, a little side note is that I realized from extended use that this unit does get extremely hot. So if you're going to be working out in the sun, don't leave it on your dash, because the added heat from the sun beaming down onto it and it plugged into your OBD2 port, it could cause a fire, and the last thing you want is the scan tool to end up inside of your dash, right? So it does 3 main units, all right, or 3 main systems. It does engine, it does transmission, it does SRS, and it does ABS. So with that, it's not to say that it won't see other systems onto the vehicle. I had some that came up with the BCM, then there was another one that came up with the fuel pump control module. So just because it says that that's all it's going to be able to pull up, sometimes it might pull up a little bit more. It really depends on the make and model of the vehicle, all right? So to get started, we're going to take the OBD2 cable. I'm going to come down onto here. Mine is pretty easily accessible. So here we go. All right. So side note, as soon as you plug it in, we do get the battery voltage from the actual battery that's on here. How precise is it? it could be off a little bit. I'm not going to say it's going to be precise at 100%, but it is okay. So here we have the VIN scan, which is going to be an auto search. Then if we come here, it's going to be diagnose, which is going to be entering in and finding your vehicle systems. All right. We have the OBD2, which is going to be for OBD2 basic stuff that's going to be mandated by the government. Then we have the history of the cars that we've done. We have our reports. We have feedback that we can give. Then we have Dollar Fix Community. If you guys don't know what Dollar Fix is, it's a community to help technicians fix cars faster if you want. All right. So that's what the Dollar Fix Community is. And the MuAI is MuCar's artificial intelligence. Now, this is a plus and a minus. All right. If you don't understand the system that you're working on, this can help you maybe understand the system. But if you're going in to try to do a quick fix, this will probably not help you fix your vehicle, because you're just going to go off what the AI is saying and not really understanding what you're looking for. So AI is a double-edged sword. It depends of the user. I'm going to leave it at that. All right. After that, we have our maintenance. So we have Emo, which I have tried, and this did program keys for me. So I'm not going to say on which vehicle, but let's just say program keys. Are you going to get full programming capabilities like a fully tailored Emo tool? No, but you can do quite a bit. Okay. ABS, we have ABS bleeding. We have AdBlue reset. We have our airbag resets. We have battery maintenance resets, brake pad resets, DPF regeneration. Okay, so we have EGR throttle. We have gear. Then we have our gearbox. Then we have our injector coating. We have oil resets. We have steering angle adjustments, and we have TPMS resets. So this can actually reset your TPMS if that's something that you're looking into. Like I said, for the price range of this tool, it does do quite a bit. So I'm not going to say that it is a horrible tool. Now, there will be a link so you guys can get an added discount if you want to purchase this tool from MuCar directly. I'm going to post it into my comments so you guys can go in there and click. So, very simple. I'm going to take and turn on my vehicle. Okay. 314,507 kilometers on this. So, like I said, it has quite a bit of mileage. All right. So here we're going to take and we're going to click on auto search. Now what this is going to do is that it's going to bring up the VIN scan, and it's going to go through and it's going to automatically identify the VIN for me. Okay. And I can always cross-reference the VIN with what's on the vehicle just to make sure that it is precise. So the load time for the VIN, automatic VIN search, depends on the vehicle. Sometimes I've seen 10 seconds, sometimes it's been like 30 seconds. So it really does depend on the vehicle. Now, obviously on the tool like this, you are not going to get topology. It's going to be a list. So we're just going to click on automatic search. We're going to go through, look through the tool real quick. Okay, so it gives my VIN, make, model, year, engine size. Okay, is the vehicle correct? Yes, it is. So here we have health report, system scan, and system selection. So system scan is going to go through and check all the systems that are on the vehicle. Health report is going to go in and scan the systems that the tool is able to scan. So we're going to click on health report. Those must be history. Yeah, they're continuous memories, DTZs, so don't worry about those. So as you can see, we got TCM, PCM, restraint control module, and ABS. So those are the 4 modules that I can see, but I also have other modules on the vehicle that it's never going to be able to see. So that's one of the drawbacks of this tool, but it is still a very powerful tool. All right, so we're just going to go into, we can go with the MuAI, or we can go on Google search so it can give you some more information. Okay, but we're just going to go into the PCM. So like I said, with the body control module and all those modules, you will never be able to get into it with this tool. And the reason I say that's a drawback is because I was testing out this tool onto a, what was it, a Chevrolet Silverado. I think it was a 2011, 2012. And what ended up happening was that the battery ended up going low and set codes inside of the BCM, and the charge indicator light was staying on because of it. Now, I could not get into the BCM to erase the codes because this tool could not get into the BCM. So I actually had to take out another tool in order to finish the job. So I needed two tools because of that. But like I said, if you're a DIY person, this tool should be able to get you to a specific level or a specific area in your diagnostics. Is it going to be able to diagnose it completely? Maybe, maybe not. It really does depend. This is going to be for your live data. Sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button. Let's get back down here. Here we go. So another thing that I like is that, yes, we can take and back out, and it will keep the selected parameters that you did choose. We also have a search function if you want to come up here and just type in oxygen. Let's just see. And it's going to bring up all the oxygen related ones that it says with oxy into it. All right. So you could use a search function. You could select your parameters. Let's go throttle. Okay. Okay. And we're just going to press OK. Now, here we can save a sample of what it actually is. We can compare our samples and we can graph our samples. All right. So it's nothing different from any other tool, but for a tool in this price range, it does do quite a bit. You can change from metric to imperial. All right. After that, one of the main things that people like to know is that what type of actuator test can we do? Well, we have air compressor condition state. Now, if I click on air compressor condition state, I clicked on evaporative emission system, sorry. Okay. What we can do on here is nice, is that we can actually add a data stream. Okay. I wanted to back up. Let's go with the air conditioning. Now from here, it says it's off. If I come over here and I push, it should go to on. You can see it going on. Now, from that, we can actually add additional data streams. All right, so let's add our pressure sensor in there. Okay, and now it's giving me my pressure sensor of my AC. And if I turn it off, pressure should go down. And you can see that it's starting to drop. All right, if I push it again, we have the on, the pressure, commanded pressure. So I like that we can actually go in and select our data parameters on this. It's very nice that MuCar put that in there. I have some more expensive scan tools that can't even do that, or they didn't put it in there. So very nice on MuCar to do that. After that, that's just for seeing that was just to see like some live data. Okay, so here if we come in here, we can go on to, let's just say, our fan control speed. We can turn it on and off. So if I turn it on, it might not do it because the vehicle is running. Yeah. So I'm just going to turn this off. We're going to go with our fan control speed again. Okay. And we're going to go on. And I can hear it turn on. I don't know if you guys can. All right. So the bidirectional functions do work for the systems that are on here. I went through onto one vehicle and literally tested every single function of on the actuation test, and it worked on with every single one. There was no timeouts. There was nothing saying error. So the tool is a pretty decent tool. I've diagnosed cars with it. I've reset the EMO systems with it. I've done plenty of actuation tests, live data. So all in all, the MuCar 632, is it a professional scan tool? I would say no, only because of the type of systems that you're able to get into, which is airbag, transmission, engine, and ABS. Now, when you're going on newer vehicles today, there's roughly about, I would say, you could have like 60 modules on some cars. So the 4 systems isn't going to get you by on to a professional level. But if you're going just in for maybe a check engine light, well, typically the check engine light could be set by the ECM. It could be set by the TCM. There could be another module that is actually taking and setting that light. So it's going to have its limitations, but for what it can do, it does do very well. So on a DIY standpoint, I would say it is a very powerful tool. Onto a professional level, I would say that there's other tools that you could probably use for that. So that's it on my little review of the MuCar 632. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.